Hey ladies, today we're talking about contour and blush. We're going to start with contour today, but first I wanted to talk about the difference between contour and bronzer. So bronzer is something that you put all over your face and it gives you more of a sun-kissed look. Versus contour. Contour is more of a precise application and it shapes your face. First off, you're going to put a little dot on your finger, and I always start with a little, but if you use too much, I'm going to show you a trick on how you can fix that. Now, I'm going to add it to my cheekbone. If you suck your lips together like this, you can see that line, and I'm going to go above the cheekbone because I'd rather be a little higher above the cheekbone than too low. And then I have my sculpting brush. It is, as you can see, it has an angle here. Now I'm going to stipple it in. I'm going to make a line on my cheekbone. Now I'm just going to push it up. You don't want to go below that cheekbone. As you can see, that gives you some definition to your cheekbone. Now if it is too harsh of a line for you, you can take your foundation and you can make a harsher line if you like, or you can add foundation on top of it to lighten the color. So deep CCTM is usually always too dark for me, but I already have it. So what I do is I take my CCTM that I already use all over my face, and I'll rub a dot on the top of my brush. I'll dab my brush in it, and then I will cover up so it won't be so dark and harsh of a line, but I still have that contour. Next area we're going to do is the nose. So you want to focus on the bronzer on the outer part of the nose, but let's say you get it on the front facing side point of your nose. You can use your foundation brush to clean up that area. As you can see, it gives me a shadow here, so it's giving you that slimming effect to your face. Next, I'm going to work on the forehead. As you can see, it gives you the effect of a smaller looking forehead. It has more of a shadow up here versus this side where it looks more white and it makes your forehead look larger. Next place you're going to contour is your jawline. So you're going to take a little bit and go along that jawline. I'm going to use that brush and I'm going to define this line. Okay, and as you can tell, I'm just going to take my foundation brush and clean things up. So here you can tell the difference between each side of my face. On this side, you can see that it is more defined and has more shape to my face, whereas this side, it is a clean blank slate. So it gives you the effect of that slimming look. Another option is to use a powder instead of a cream. This is the Bronze Dust Translucent Powder, and I love this powder. I'm going to do the same exact thing as I did on this side, just in powder form. There are so many different options that you can use for contouring and bronzing. You also could use Shadow Scents Mocha Java. There's bronze blush scents, and then you've also got deep concealer that you could use as well. Now we're going to add some blush to these cheeks. The first thing that we're going to use is blush scents. This one is called Toasted Rose. Now you're just going to get a dot onto your finger, and I'm going to use a buffing brush to get that right onto my finger. And then in the middle, I'm going to apply it in the middle of my cheek, right above the contour area. I'm going to go up into the hairline, and then I'm going to take it down into the fatty part of my cheek. I just want to make sure that I don't have most of my pigment on the fatty part of my cheek. Another option is to use the Silver Rose translucent powder. There's so many different options that you could use for a blush, like Pink Posy, Mulberry, and my all-time favorite shadow scents to use as a blush is Desert Rose, which is a limited edition. But the options are endless. To finish up on the contouring and blush today, I am going to add a little bit of highlight right above my cheekbone. One way to do that is using Pearlizer. This is a sheer foundation, and I'm just going to put a little dot on my finger, and then I'm going to apply it to the cheekbone area just by using my finger. Okay, and as you can tell, that gives you a glowing look. And if you use too much, you can use your foundation brush to stipple that in a little more. Okay. Another option you can use is Sandstone Pearl Shimmer, and I'm just going to take the wand out, and then I'm just going to apply some to a brush. See that glow? That is it for today. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about eyes. I will see you tomorrow.